Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'll show you how to make gradient 3D text and objects. We'll start out with the text as you see on the screen now, and then we'll move into the object later. And we can actually animate the colors in a waving pattern as you'll see at the end. That said, we'll start in Fusion. Grab a background node. Select the background node and turn the alpha all the way down. So you'll see it's transparent, viewer 2. And click away right about here. Select the 3D text node off the toolbar. Emerge, camera, and render. Go ahead and pipe the render right into the background. Select the text node and put the text you're liking in. And put the merge in viewer 1. Now you'll see your text in the camera. Now select the camera. Go to transform. Select use target. Under translation, z-axis will move it back. And you'll start seeing the text of viewer 2. If your text is not in center, the anchor is probably off. Rather than move the camera, we're going to just reset the anchor. Select the text node. Hit that center anchor and it'll bring it down. Now go ahead and select your whatever font you'd like now. I'm just going to move the camera back further to actually adjust my text in the box better. Something like that. I'm also going to make my text taller so the gradient shows better. We'll go to shading. If you deselect this use one material, we'll have to do that in a little while anyways. Then go all the way to the bottom, select size. And the Y will make that text taller. And actually this here, we don't really need to deselect that quite yet, but we'll leave it being we've done it already. But we'll get back to this. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and add some excursion to the text. As you see in viewer 1, our text is completely flat. Select the text node. Down here, select exclusion. Let's go ahead and run it all the way up to 0.2. Up here we have a light we can turn on and off. Shows the 3D a lot better. Take the excursion subdivisions all the way up. And a smoothing angle all the way up. Text this size, we'll go 0.02 for the bevel depth and a bevel width. Now you'll see we have kind of a edged corner on the text. Which looks pretty good, but we'll go into custom here. Highlight both on bottom ones and take them all the way to the edge. Then highlight both the top ones at the same time. Hit F on the keyboard. Then drag these little handles all the way out. Now if you look in viewer 1, we have nice rounded edges. Kind of what I'm looking for. And which leaves you two options. You can go back to classic or custom. Select the render node. Change the software render to hardware, which isn't real important with this since you're going to animate it. Enable lighting. Select the merge node. Then shift spacebar. And we want to directional light. With the directional light node selected, go to transform. Select use target. And under translation, Z-axis, we'll move the light back. You can see that in viewer 1. Y-axis will move it up. And X, you can move it left or right. Select the text node, make sure it's selected. Under shading, we already deselected this. I'll go down to bevel and we'll select the bevel color, which is the edges, the very sides of the text. In fact, I'm going to go back and rotate it so you can see it. Now go back to shading. Go with a blue for now. Now we'll add the gradient to it. We can always change that blue at any time if we don't like it. Or I'll go to orange. Orange seems to kind of blend in with more stuff. Now up here we'll select this little image. And the same thing here. Then we have character. Change that to word. That way the gradient will carry across the whole word, not just each individual text. Bring a background node down. Right click on it. Carry it over to your text and select color image. Now with that background node selected, come up to type, change it to gradient. Each one of these, if you select it, is how you change the color. By default, this one should be selected. And click on the other one, and you can change that color. Now we'll put the background in viewer 1 to see how the gradient's going. You can use the offset to adjust the amount to whatever side you'd like. Now this little green line, we could turn that vertical, because right now it's horizontal across the text. You can go anywhere like this, which I'll demonstrate more on the box later, a flat surface. Right now we just want to rotate this vertical. Straighten my text back out. Okay, now we'll select the background node, copy it, click away, and paste. Now we'll right click this again and carry it over to the text node. And select bevel texture. And if you want to do any animation to this, you can do it right here in the text node under transform. Keyframe it, rotate it, whatever you like. But the idea is to go over the gradient here today. Let's select that background node again. You can add as many points in different colors as you would like. Just click on it. We can also take this offset and move it back and forth. You'll see it change on the text. Let's go ahead and bring it all the way to the left so it's all completely yellow. Make sure you're on frame 0. Set a keyframe. Come to the end of your composition. Last frame. Then we'll rotate this till it's completely blue. Now we can give it a play and you'll see it'll animate right on up through. Now if I come down here to repeat, you'll see a difference where it doesn't stay yellow or blue. It will keep repeating itself. I'll select that and you'll see the difference. Okay, that is pretty much everything with the gradient text. Now we'll move on over to the to a cube. Okay, now we'll do the same thing with a cube. Bring a background down. Turn the elf all the way down in the background. Make sure it's transparent. Click away right about here. 3D shape. Merge. Camera. And render. So merge in viewer 1. Make sure your shape node selected. Go up here to shape. Change it from plane to cube. Just to give us a nice flat surface to have the demonstration on. Select the camera node. Select target. This is pretty much all the same we just done. We'll turn that a little bit like that. Select the render node again. Go to hardware render. Enable lighting. You don't really have to switch to hardware renderer in the case we're doing today. Select the merge. And directional light. Under transform, use target. Again, you'll see the light in viewer 1. We'll move it back. Bring your background node down. Pipe it into the shape. Select the background node. In the inspector under type, change it from solid to gradient. Now we have our gradient coloring. We'll add a few more colors. And we can do the same thing at an angle. Put the background of viewer 1. Bring that line at angle. Once again, we can animate it. Make sure your playhead's at frame 1. Or I should say frame 0. Bring it all the way towards then completely green or whatever the last color you picked. Right here. Set a keyframe. Playhead back to the end. I'll give it a play and you'll see it run across it. And again, we can hit repeat. Now it'll just continue to rotate. Okay, now if you want that to rotate without the glitch in it, and for an extended period of time, we'll go ahead and open the spline. Select the background node first. Select zoom to fit. Select all. And then set relative. Now we can stretch as long as we like. And now it'll play and it won't have that glitch in it. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.